Welcome back, children. So in our last class we have completed central nervous system, which contains brain and spinal cord. Today we will do the remaining two, PNS, that is peripheral nervous system, and ANS, that is autonomic nervous system. PNS, that is peripheral nervous system. You can see here I have written PNS, peripheral nervous system, and ANS, that is autonomic nervous system. Now, peripheral nervous system has two types of nerves. One is called cranial nerves, which arises from the brain. Another is called as spinal nerves, which arises from the spinal cord. Now, there are 12 pairs of cranial nerves, remember, and there are 31 pairs of spinal nerves. So, as I said, cranial nerves arises from the brain and spinal nerves arise from the spinal cord. Now, both these nerves, they are connected to skeletal muscle. Clear? That means all voluntary actions of the body are being maintained by the peripheral nervous system with the help of these nerves, cranial nerves or spinal nerves. All muscular activity, all skeletal activity, means movement of hands, legs, head, any part of the body which is under your conscious control, that is controlled by the nerves of the peripheral nervous system. That is why I have written it connects skeletal muscles. So both nerves are related to voluntary acts. Voluntary acts, you understand? Means any conscious acts which you know you will be doing, which any type of action made by the body according to your will, according to your desire. That is called as voluntary act. Clear? So that is all about peripheral nervous system. Next is ANS or autonomic nervous system. Now this autonomic nervous system is related to all the internal organs of your body. Right? Like the heart, the blood vessels, the various glands, etc., etc. And the functioning of these internal organs is not under our voluntary control. They are involuntary in action. So these are controlled by autonomic nervous system. Now, autonomic nervous system again has two different categories. One is sympathetic, another is parasympathetic. Now this sympathetic and parasympathetic, their work is just opposite to each other. Right? Like one will be having stimulatory effect, it will stimulate. Another will have inhibitory effect. Means all the internal organs, they have both kinds of nerves. Clear? One will be stimulatory. Means supposing if the heartbeat increases, that is under sympathetic nervous system. That is, it is stimulating the heartbeat to increase, to beat faster. On the other hand, to slow down, it also receives parasympathetic nerves, which is inhibitory, means just opposite to stimulatory. It will now decrease the rate of heartbeat. Increased activity of some gland, which starts secreting a hormone. Then it also receives another nerve which inhibits the secretion, which decreases the secretion and ultimately stops the secretion. So all these internal organs, blood vessels, heart, kidney, stomach, glands, all these things, they have both types of nerves from sympathetic nervous system as well as parasympathetic. Clear? So remember, in this, involuntary actions are taken care of. Both nerves are present. One will be stimulatory in function and other will be inhibitory in function. Clear, children? So here we finally we have finished this chapter. We have come to the end of this chapter, and by this, the second chapter in biology is over. First chapter was life process, which contained 4 different sections: digestive system, circulatory system or transportation system, respiratory system, and excretory system. Next, here we have done nervous system as well as endocrine system, both combined together under control and coordination. Right, children? So I think this chart will help you a lot to understand. This CNS, it contains the brain and the spinal cord. If you want, you can write here brain and spinal cord. So this will help you to remember at a glance the whole nervous system in very short. So in the next class, I will be starting a new chapter, that is reproduction in plants and animals. Till then, thank you.